It's Mahomes. Connection made to Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Makes the catch. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive game. Connect on a big shot instantly. You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Attack, attack! Yellow! Attack!
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? Yeah. I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Beginning on the ground with Algier. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Don't jump. Angel.
Fields out of the gun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Okay, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Kittle makes the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. We good. 3-19. Can I see that? Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. This one's caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Algier running behind center. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
11
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
And the Lions, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Here we go. Go.
Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Here we go, side. Side.
On third and goal, here's Fields. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Shaheed on the return.
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Balled in left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Trying to throw this from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. He's got Emeka Egbuka. Looks away from one. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 12. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. It's a big strike downfield to Egbuka. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Stoppage following that play. Emeka Egbuka in some pain, Brock. He's going to get some assistance. Man, we hope this is something minor. He'll come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Sticking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Little knocks it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
On the ground here with Algier. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go. Tonight. Turbo. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another, 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good? Green 19, just what? Right.
A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58.
Field throwing here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Here we go, Green 19, just what? Right.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After the play, we've got a guy in some pain, and this is a worrying one. Cooper Kupp getting looked at. Remember, he's missed time in recent seasons with injury. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Nice. Tonight.
Throwing again. It's Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Lions making the call for their field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Hey, facing a deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Ibuka working the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Full momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, it's Mahomes. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Yellow. 180.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got a man left. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 3:19, get that. All right.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Here we go. Hey, Karen. 19 Windy. Here we go. Alpha. Sit high.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. Right.
Here's a handoff for Algier. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. Just before halftime, you get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play, and it's going to be a field goal try. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Long line, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Run from Algier to start this half. And he's going to manage a 1 yard on that drive up the gut. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Here we go. 19 shut. You got me tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Runs to the ground by Dante Jackson.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Arsalani!
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Around him, he's got space. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. On is Little for the extra point.
Cam Little on for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
27, Lions 10.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Now handoff to Algier. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
At the 33-yard line.
Focus, boys. Focus. We are going to do this. We got this. Watch the step.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. How about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that gives the Lions the first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Right.
First down throw for Fields. Makes the catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run. It's Algier. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Tonight. Tonight.
Now Fields. That's Cup on the slant. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Tonight. Tonight.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, you need a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
17. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. On is Little for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
34, Lions 17.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Fields looking to throw. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. All right.
Now give the left side to Algier. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Fields on 3rd. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
42-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
They run with Algier. Going to defender. We've got a foot race. And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 30.
You got it. What? You got it. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pass is caught at the 9. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here we go. Tonight.
Trying to run in, Algier. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. to begin this drive with ETN. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the air, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 26.
The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Now it's Field. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here we go. Go.
2nd down and 10. Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. He's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Defense getting in on the Farm Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. So when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say you can't play fast, but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit up. Sit up.
Give now to the running back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. We're good.
Here's Fields to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pick of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
Here we go, side. Green 19, got the side.
Field throwing here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And he won't escape. They converge on him, drive him backwards after that catch. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Here's ETN on 1st down. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On second down, it's Etienne. He cuts it to the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They go right back to Etienne. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll run, Etienne. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they blow that lead further. The Chiefs keep running away with this. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
Getting on the ground with Algier. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trying to do some window dressing. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Here we go. Say hi.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Shoves him off. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Don't jump.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tonight.
They give to Algier from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate. There's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Tonight.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good look by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Tonight.
Now we're on the counter. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.